Everyone is wrong about how and where to build your base in Sons of the Forest. People are spending hours and hours trying to fortify a base that will inevitably need repairs and constant maintenance, taking time away from more enjoyable aspects of the game. There are countless videos on YouTube about what traps you should be using and setting up proper defenses. But what if I told you you can build a completely impenetrable base in as little as 15 to 20 minutes, and it will never need repairs? Don't believe me? Stick around. Now, if you're tired of rebuilding palisade walls and replacing sharpened sticks, you've found a permanent solution. Now, like my last tip video about log collection, I have spent an unreasonable amount of time scouring the map for suitable base locations so you don't have to. I've tried everything from ice caves to lake islands and struggled with one thing or another wherever I decided to set up shop. That is until now. My current base sits within a 30-second jaunt to the 3D printer. It is surrounded by logging land, and I can produce my own food supply without stepping foot outside of my base. Sound too good to be true? Well, it's not. Now, why does this work? After extensive testing, I've discovered that it works because these island natives and creepy crawlies are absolutely terrified to step foot in so much as an inch of salt water. I was under the impression, like most people, that because we see them drinking from the stream, they can maneuver in all shallow water. Well, that doesn't seem to be the case. When I stand here just feet away from these 4 people eaters looking to make a snack out of me, I am very much within range of their attack. If I walk toward them, you can see they will absolutely attack me when I am within reach. But when I step back in the water and out of their attack range, I am completely safe. I can tempt them with a snack, I can throw rocks, and even mock their leader, but they do not want the smoke. It's a similar story with the mutants as well. I've had 2 to 3 caterpillars and a handful of finger mutants roaming the beach at night and during the day, and they leave me completely alone, so long as I keep to the shallows. The only creature capable of moving through the water, it seems, are the mutant babies, which do virtually no damage to your structure. So instead of spending hours making palisade walls and chopping out the points, we can spend that quality time adding on new and creative structures for our base, decorating, and even stocking up on food for winter. Okay, so how do we build it? The build is so simple at its core. You just place your foundations in the water at about knee height. Then you can go and put the floor in. Now, when you put the floor in, it'll actually be built level and above the water, which keeps you nice and dry. The further you carry out your foundation into deeper water, the foundation will magically stay level. You may need to do some vertical supports here and there, but as a rule, when you place the logs in this sequence, it will pull the foundation level to the surface of the water. Pretty cool, right? Now, one more really cool way to capitalize on this setup is with an infinite food supply right in your living quarters. By removing the floor on a section of the foundation, you can actually place fish traps right there in the water. And yes, it works. It actually works so well that if you don't keep up with the buildup of fish, you'll be throwing out a lot of rotten ones. Another tip here would be to build a separate structure for food production. Now, I made mine with 2 floors. The first is where I catch my fish, cook, preserve, and store them. The second floor is used as a garden for important ingredients to make energy and healing agents. The possibilities here are endless. The best part is that you can build completely free of distractions. You may have a watch party staring from the beach, but that's a whole lot better than a war party knocking down your walls. For 3 awesome structures every base should have, click on the top video here. If you want to see a complete beginner guide for a better start, click on the video on the bottom. And thank you so much for staying till the end. I sincerely appreciate you. As always, I promise that if you enjoyed this content and decide to subscribe, I will do my very best to make it worth it each and every time you click on one of my videos. Stay savvy, my friends.